Hey there Titans, welcome to Form Titan Basics. In this video I'll show you how to use the system field condition options in Form Titan. So let's dive right into it. I'll select the field and go to the element and head over to the conditioning and say set conditions, and we'll say if it's not empty then do something. So our first option here is set focus. So let's set our focus. Once the account name is not empty, we'll set our focus to email, and we will do apply. Let's publish this and see what it does. So we will do this, and it set the focus automatically to the email field. That's our first option. Let's see what else we can get. So let's just go back to this and cancel it. Our next option is show message. So let's just say account name was field, and we will do 300 by 300 and put in the same thing again. Obviously you can make it nice and do something that actually makes sense. So that's that. Let's do 12 points and apply. Save our form, refresh, type something in, and here is our message. So that's our custom message. Let's see what else we can do. So we will reset this. Our next option is redirect open modal. So we will click configure. So you can redirect to any URL you like. You can select here from how to open it. We can select like a hidden or other field. We're just going to click other, and we will redirect this. Let's just duplicate this guy, and let's redirect it to, my bad, create an account. So once it's filled, we will open a modal with this guy over here. So let's just grab the URL for this one, and we will do this. Let's do 800 by, let's say 800, and the timeout is how long it will take for it to open, so we don't want to do any timeouts. And you can set parameters what to send to the modal. We're not going to set anything now. I'm going to click apply, save the form. I don't need this guy anymore. Refresh my form over here, and I will pass this along. And once I leave the scope, here is my create a new account. What I could have done, for example, is to pass the account name from the parent to the child. So I'm just going to take a look at what the field ID is, and we can pass it through the field ID as well. So let's see what our next option. So let's cancel this. I'll hit reset. Our next option is Salesforce action, which will basically run our push or get settings if we set it to be used in custom button or action. So let's create a push, and what we will push is an account, and we'll hit the use in custom button, so we will be able to use it in the condition. And let's select our action as create. We're just going to map the field, the account name, and we'll map it to our account name, and we'll do apply and finish. Save our form and head back to our condition, and we will say, let's cancel this redirect, and we will say Salesforce action, account create, and we can return once the account was created. Let me show you how this happens. So let's put the hidden here, and we will call this ACCID. Head back to our condition, and go to our Salesforce action and say return the account ID to my ACC ID, the account ID that was created to my ACC ID. I'll save my form. I'm just gonna put the debug mode on so we can see the hidden field. And I'm going to refresh my form and say donkey and leave the scope. You can see it was saved and my account was created. If I'll head over to my form titan, and sorry about that. There we have it. And grab my ID again. And I'll head over to my account. Here we go, Donkey Donk, the account I've just created. And we can run gets on this as well. We can do a lot of stuff with this condition. So let's head back to my my conditions. See what else we can do. So let's remove this and we'll apply. And our next thing is execute the button. So if you can execute anything that you have on the form. So let's say we would like to execute the submit. Once the account is filled, we will execute the submit. For example, you can do reset or anything else you like. Let's do it with the submit. Right now we have nothing on the submit, so it's not going to do anything. We don't have any push settings that run on the submit. But once I leave the scope, you can see that the form was submitted. So if you had push settings, then it would push it. Let's see, our last option is execute.js, and on this we have a special video. We have a dedicated video to this, but let's do this option. Let's do ft set value, and we're going to say set value donkey donk.com, and we're going to set it to the email. So let's grab our field ID. So our email ID is, let's get our field 33, and we'll head back to our condition. And like I said, you have an extensive video on this, on how to use this thing. And we're gonna do this. And we will save our condition. So basically it will set FLD33, which is my email, with this string. So we will apply. Obviously you can do something much smarter than this. Refresh our form, do something here. Once I leave the scope, I'm expecting to get a value in the email, and there it is. And this is how it's done.